Hello. Thank you for joining me today as we walk around the Stream tab of Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a place that students will go to access all of their assignments that are provided to them by their teachers. So if we think about the two main learning tools that the students will be using, one of them is Google Meet. That is how the students will see their teachers and interact with their teachers and their classmates. Google Classroom is where the students will go to get to their assignments, their math practice homework, their reading assignments, their history projects, their science work. All of that is going to be found in Google Classroom. So really it takes both of those tools to have a successful remote learning experience. Okay, so we're going to start today again at Infinite Campus, and I'm just going to move back up so we can see what we're doing. And Infinite Campus is the launch pad or the home base for all of these digital learning tools that are provided for the students by the School District of Philadelphia. So when we're here at Infinite Campus, the first place we want to go is we want to make sure that we're at the Message Center. And when we're at the Message Center, we'll see that we have the student launch pad right here. So we're going to use 2 fingers on our mouse, and we're going to scroll down past our textbooks and our learning resources to where we see Google G Suite for Education. From here, we're going to click on Google Classroom. Okay, once we click on Google Classroom, we're going to be taken to a screen that shows the different classes that are available for the student. Okay, right now this student has writing, reading, social studies. He has Miss K and Mrs. Barton. Okay, so we're going to pop into Mrs. K's practice class. So I clicked there on the box. I'm actually going to back up for a second so we can see how that works. So notice that clicking anywhere in the box is going to get the students to get that class to open. I'm just clicking up here. Okay, so here we are and we're in the Stream tab. All right, so we want to kind of take a look around this screen to see what it looks like. So we're going to start up here in the top right corner. This circle is how the student knows that they're signed in to the School District of Philadelphia with their credentials. If they weren't, they wouldn't be able to get into Google Classroom. So if you're here, you already know that you're signed in correctly. This is the place that students can click to get to other Google learning tools that are available. Okay, then we're going to move on over. People is where the students can click to find email addresses for their classmates. So if they're working on a project or if they need to communicate with one another outside of class, they can come here to get those email addresses. This is also where they can get an email address for the teachers that are in the class. Okay. Moving over to the left, now we have the classwork tab. Now this is a very important tab, and we're actually going to explore this tab in great detail in another video. Okay, then moving over to the next is the Stream tab. Anytime you come into Google Classroom, you will start out at this Stream tab. We know which tab we're on because you'll notice that it's a different color than these other tabs, and there's a line underneath it. All right, so then over to the side, we have the name of the class. And if we want to see the other classes that are available, we can click those 3 lines and we can see all the different classes. So if the student needs to move quickly from one class to another, they can click those 3 lines and make that happen. Okay, students can also from this list see their to-do list of tasks that they have that they may still need to accomplish. This is also how they can get to their calendar. All right, so I'm going to click off of that, and then we're going to look here at this middle section. Now this is called the header, and this may look different depending on which class a student is in, because this is something that the teachers can change if they want to. Okay, and so always in the header, you're going to have the name of the class, and then the students should see this piece of information right here. This is a very important thing. This is the link that the students will click on to join their teachers and their classmates for class. So remember at the beginning of the video, I explained that Google Meet is how the students will interact with their teachers. How to get to Google Meet is the students will come into Google Classroom and click on this link right here when they're coming to attend class. Okay, so other things that we have in our Stream tab, on the left side, we see this box that says Upcoming. This is where right now it says no work is due soon. If teachers have assigned a due date to the student's classwork, it'll show up over here in this Upcoming column. Okay? And then down here in the middle, this is really what our stream is. And anything that is, any comment that is posted by the student that's a class comment will show up here in the stream. Comments that the teachers make as a class comment will be here in the stream. And when teachers assign work, sometimes that also shows up here. Okay, it's very important, however, that your student knows that clicking on the assignment from here is not the best way to get to the assignments. Anytime the student is ready to start working on their classwork, they need to make sure that they go to this classwork tab. All right, so that is basically the walk around of the Stream tab in Google Classroom. I just want to quickly refresh how we got here. We clicked on, we were in Infinite Campus. We clicked on our Message Center. We scrolled down to the Google G Suite for Education section, and then we clicked on Classroom. Once we clicked on Classroom, we saw the view that looks like this. We selected which class we wanted to go to. As soon as our cursor, right now it's an arrow, as soon as it becomes a hand, we can click, and that will take us to our class. The most important piece of information on this screen is this information right here, because this is the link that the students will click on to join their teacher and their classmates for the virtual in-person learning that happens. All right. Thank you for joining me today in our as we explored the Stream tab in Google Classroom.